I'm Sttowe here, and man, is it getting cold out. Florida is dying, and today we're opening Shrouded Fable, booster bundles, and 3-pack blisters. It's like that old saying, there's only 3 things guaranteed in this life: death, taxes, and Florida getting hit with another Category 10 hurricane. Today we'll be opening 2 Shrouded Fable booster bundles and 2 3-pack blisters. Now the 3-pack blisters have the same promo, I believe, so that's kind of bland and boring, but the card looks pretty gorgeous, and I love the sparkles as they always do with these cards. But still, I mean, not much variety when you're only getting 1 promo there. But before we start, I figured MSRP, as always, booster bundles, these big boys are going for $20.14. Pretty cheap compared to most booster bundles that go for around $24 to $29. So definitely on the cheaper end. And when we're talking cheap, oh my goodness, 3-pack blisters, MSRP goes for $7.99 when normally these will go for around $13 to $14.99. So basically a lot of these products are pretty cheap, as you would expect with a set that's not really all too great. No hate to Florida, hoping everything goes well over there, and if you live in Florida, God bless your soul.
That's somebody kite surfing behind you? Oh, come on.
That's exactly what I wanted to show you, Alex. This is not the scene that officials here, first responders, want to be looking at. Because the storm has shifted slightly west, you're starting to see people here in Miami Beach, which is under a mandatory evacuation order.
We got the Kront. I don't even know how to pronounce that card. Just basic. Card's probably only worth a cent because this is the only card you get out of the 3-pack bundles, but it is what it is because most of the time these promos are pretty cheap anyways. Florida, interesting place. A lot of people criticize Florida, elderly, retirement home type state, whack-ass people, a lot of whack-ass animals. But I will never shit on Florida because I always wanted to live in Florida. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a Florida guy. When I was younger, I was really into Minecraft YouTuber when I was in middle school and high school, and he lived in Tampa Bay, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, which is currently probably where this fucking hurricane is hitting, and that's where I've always wanted to live. He used to do a shit ton of vlogs, and I just loved the location, his lifestyle, and just everything about it. I wanted to be him, and part of that was living in Florida. So we'll always love Florida for that, and I will always look at Florida as a shining beacon of hope, even though people are like batshit nuts there. We'll never shit on Florida. But it is kind of crazy how it's just like people are living there, and year after year it's just another hurricane. Their house gets absolutely demolished by a storm, and then they decide to build the house back up in the same spot the next week, and then another year comes by and their whole house just gets evaporated in front of their eyes, and they are like,
despite all we've been through, it was worth it.
Yeah, let's have another.
The one thing I absolutely hate about Florida, which is probably why I would never live in Florida, even though I really want to, is the fucking heat. It is so damn hot in Florida. I swear to God, I don't even think they know what like snow is. I just don't believe they would. It just doesn't snow there. It rains a lot, which is kind of nice. We got a basic energy hollow, I guess. That's really all we're hitting out of these fucking packs. We got 2 more packs, and we still haven't gotten a single pull. So these 3-pack blisters are like absolutely garbage. I did have a great idea, and by great, I mean illegal idea that I think would be kind of fun to do. It's like during Florida's like hurricane season or whatever the hell it's called. Oh, we got the Fez and Ip-It EX. Okay. Interesting card. thick as hell. Oh my god, this shit's like heavy. During Florida's hurricane season, that's when you plan your vacation to Florida. Now, you just go with a bunch of bros, you get a bunch of beer, you get some tubes, and you just fucking like explore Florida while it's underwater. And that's all you do. You get in a raft, you get in a tube, and you just go throughout the streets because like the water's fucking like all the way up to the second floor. And you go around. And the best part is you could probably pillage, you could probably rob some houses. I mean, half everybody's shit is already, fuck you. Everybody's shit is already underwater. So like, it's already damaged at that point, so you might as well just take it. And I feel like that would be really fun, just you and your bros like tubing through the streets of a fucking overflown Florida. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. I don't know why they gave us 2 of these. This really fucking sucks. Fuck 3-pack blisters and fuck me.
I'm about to bust.
Now, obviously, I am kidding. No one should rob. No one should like do any of that stuff. But there's partly some truth to that, because part of me, low-key, when I was younger, always wanted to wake up with like snow or water being at like the tip of my window. And I'm like, my bedroom's on the second floor, so to me that was always like a fantasy to wake up. Obviously there'd be no water in the house, but be water like fucking all the way to my window, and I would look out and I could just go out, open my window, swim in the water. I feel like that'd be so cool. And I believe like if that were to happen in real life, I'd be shitting my pants right now. But I don't live in Florida, so I never have to imagine that or picture that or think about that because it's not a possibility. So in the meantime, my boss is basically fucking drowning as we speak. He currently lives in Florida, and he went back. I was wondering why he went back. Part of me, like, every time my boss leaves and goes back to Florida, I always think he's just, like, trying to, like, fuck off and not do work. And then it's like, I have to do all the work. I hate this fucking thing. We've already pulled this card before in another video. Spoiler alert. Fuck that card. I always think he's just trying to get out of work. But, I mean, why would someone just leave to go to Florida during a fucking hurricane? He's obviously protecting his home. And, weirdly enough, his house is actually pretty fine. Like, he lives near the water. But right now, I guess Kingdra EX. Okay. Got a decent hit, at least something new, nothing crazy. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He could be like 50 feet underwater for all I know. But in the meantime, we pray that he stays alive so I can get my raise. The worst possible thing in the world. So, oh my god, we got the Zorara Illustrator card. This thing is freaking gorgeous. Oh, that is pretty, and no hit behind it, but we did get like this weird psychic hollow energy. So in the meantime, while Florida is dying, I'm currently thinking about what I want to be for Halloween, and I already have my ideas. I already have my costume all set, but I don't really know if I'm gonna like get invited to any Halloween parties. So, and I'm too old to just go fucking house to house and trick or treat. So it's like, what am I gonna do? And I'm not the type to fucking just hand out candy to kids 24/7. Not happening. So me and 2 of my buddies are gonna be going to this like Halloween zombie crawl that's happening in downtown, and this honestly might be kind of fun. I'm not a big drinker, but I find it kind of cool that like everyone's going to be dressed up and we're going to just hop bar to bar, and maybe I'll meet some fine women, fine zombie women. And that's the thing that kind of fucks me, is I think that this bar crawl is zombie themed. So like if I dress up as Sttowe Flamingo, I'm gonna just look like a retard, which I actually do plan on going as Sttowe Flamingo. And honestly, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scope it out. I'm not gonna go at the beginning. I'm just gonna like wait a couple hours and then scope it out, see if everyone's dressed as a zombie or not. And then if everybody's a zombie, fuck it, I'm not going. If everybody is not a zombie and there's a mix of all different costumes, then I'm going as Sttowe Flamingo, and I'm gonna pull some bitches at the bar or I just go as Officer K from Blade Runner.
You don't like real girls.
Which I already did before, so I don't know if I want to do that again. Plus, it's like, if it's really like not that cold out, I'm gonna be sweating my ass off in the bar. So I don't know. But Doflamingo feels like the move. Beware. Okay. Bro's about to step on you. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we got another one of these. These like Illustrator wares are like weirdly ultra high def. I don't know how to describe it. Make me feel a little uncomfortable. My buddy wanted to dress up as the Deep, but then he was like, well, being in spandex all night is going to be uncomfortable. So then he goes, we should go as the Founding Fathers. Yeah, because 18th century clothing is any more comfortable than fucking spandex. I don't know. I was just thinking in my head, like, okay, how are we going to pull bitches when we're in 13th century clothing? I don't know. I feel like bitches aren't going to dig that. You know, obviously bitches are going to dig Doflamingo because I'm just going to look like a baller. But girls are going to be walking outside at like 2 a.m. and they're just going to see us like this looking at them in the fucking alleyways. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to get bitches dressed up as 15th century Founding Fathers. We got the Monkidori EX card. That could suck a dick. But we're actually getting pulls. Finally. So I think the booster bundles are kind of the way to go. Halloween is going to be weird. My sister unfortunately works, so I won't be doing anything with her. Usually Halloween for me is a time where I just fucking order Chinese food and watch movies. And that's it. Like, I just do that. And for some reason, it's like my yearly Blade Runner anniversary where I'll watch Blade Runner 2047. For some reason, it's like a 2-3 hour movie. It's like the one time I'll just be like super depressed. I don't know. Ooh, Rever Room. I could have swore this is like from a different set, not this set. I don't know. I mean, Rever Room's a shit card, but as always, this was unfun to open. I don't know. Some of these cards are actually worth some money. I mean, in my last opening, I was actually really surprised that the Dustclops was even worth anything. So, I mean, I guess some of the hits in this set are actually worth some good money, but when I open these cards and I get anything, it's like, it's probably like $1. I could be wrong, as always. But speaking of unfun, my parents and my sister went to go see Joker 2. My mom was willing to buy tickets for everybody, and I said, fuck it, I'm sick. Because I didn't want to see it. And it was kind of funny because she was going to treat everyone out to dinner. If you go, I'll buy you food. And I'm like, I'm good. I'll just stay home. I passed on a free meal and a free movie because of just how bad Joker 2 is. But then it was with a twist because I actually showed up to the restaurant that they were having dinner and I made her get me food. So it was a win-win for that night. And they thought the movie was absolutely terrible. I warned them so many times not to go see it. But my mom wanted to see it because she liked the original Joker. And so it is what it is. It scarred them. They were like pissed off for the rest of the night while I was just like blissfully ignorant. I bet you if they would have shot Joker 2 in Florida with the hurricane going on, it'd probably be a better movie than what Joker 2 was. Or hell, if someone makes a fucking documentary of this Lieutenant Dan surviving in the fucking floods of Florida, that would probably be a better movie documentary than Joker 2. Lady Gaga can bash my balls in though.